A wholesome college student vanishes without a trace. A suspect thousands of miles away may unlock the mystery of our number 10 story, the disappearance of Brooke Wilberger. Brooke Wilberger grew up in the tiny town of Vanita, Oregon. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl played classical piano and was raised in a devout Mormon family.
Faith is a huge part of the Wilberger family.
Brooke was accepted to Brigham Young University in 2003.
She was living a normal college life, probably a lot more wholesome than many girls.
She was someone who loved her friends, loved her family. She was kind of that girl next door.
She could light up a room, make everybody laugh.
In May 2004, at the end of her freshman year, Brooke returned to Oregon. She planned to help her sister and brother-in-law maintain an apartment complex they managed in Corvallis. Sometime around 10 a.m. on May 23rd, Brooke arrived for work.
Her sister goes away for a very short period of time to drop the kids at school and returns, and poof, her sister has vanished with no sign of a struggle, no sign of anything untoward. In fact, it takes the sister a few minutes to figure out that anything unusual has happened.
The only thing they found of her was her cleaning supplies and her flip-flops.
We have somebody that this is completely out of character for. We're more and more convinced that this is indeed a kidnapping and an abduction.
Her family misses her.
A search began almost immediately. Many from the local Mormon community joined the effort.
We have hope and we think it'll be okay.
Within 1-2 days, you had hundreds of people going out, organizing into groups, and searching all these areas around Corvallis, Oregon.
Something terrible happened, and we have two choices. We can choose to be as positive as we can, or we can, let us become negative, and we've chosen not to do that.
The investigation dragged on for a year. During that time, police reached out to the public for help.
If anyone has seen Brooke at all, if they would just please call in.
Tips indicated people seeing a green minivan in Corvallis in the area the day she was abducted.
Police reports indicate that 2 different women in Corvallis, Oregon came forward with similar stories about a man driving a green van.
The first said that he drove up to her, asked for directions to the athletic office. A second female also reported that a green minivan had pulled up to her, asked her directions to a fraternity house. She said that he then got out of the driver's seat, opened a sliding door, and invited her to get inside.
Then in August of 2005, Oregon police got a lead. Authorities in New Mexico had a suspect in custody named Joel Courtney.
Detectives in New Mexico were investigating a case where a woman was abducted near the University of New Mexico. Joel Courtney was the main suspect in that case.
According to court documents, Joel Courtney was being held in New Mexico on charges of kidnapping and rape. The reason Oregon police were interested was that Courtney had moved to New Mexico from Oregon shortly after Brooke's disappearance. And police records allege he drove a green minivan while in the Corvallis area. Records also indicate that a witness in Oregon identified Courtney in a photo lineup.
They started comparing notes, and detectives in Corvallis realized, hey, we think this is our guy.
Authorities obtained a warrant to search Courtney's home in New Mexico.
They found things like duct tape, duffel bags that belonged to him, and different things that would have been used in an abduction.
Police also searched Courtney's minivan and reported an important find.
Once he became a prime suspect, they searched the green van and they found hair fibers.
In August of 2005, Joel Courtney was indicted for the kidnap, rape, and murder of Brooke Wilberger. He pleaded not guilty. On September 12, 2007, while awaiting extradition to Oregon, Courtney was convicted in the New Mexico rape case and sentenced to 18 years. Then, as a part of a deal in which prosecutors agreed not to seek the death penalty, Courtney changed his plea to guilty in the murder of Brooke Wilberger. Courtney admitted he kidnapped Brooke at knife point, raped and bludgeoned her to death, then dumped her body in Oregon's coastal mountains. 5 years after she vanished, Brooke's remains were found. Joel Courtney received life in prison without possibility of parole.
Hi, this is my home! Yay! Nothing's gonna be just because nothing would bring Brooke back.
Up next, two teenagers suddenly go missing. The fate of one caught on tape. We have the shocking footage as police search for a predator.
Okay.